me that on tape. Can you comment on their names?
What did they do?
Wait,
I'll send names of what he did right now to your DM. He's literally in the FACPROV VC present right now, and he was banned right now, and I'll send the shit that he has posted in general.
So you're saying this individual actually sent
Yes,
racist
look at that.
stuff.
Look
he
at that.
was banned 15 minutes ago.
Exactly.
The reason being posting this with N and F.
Oof. All right. Excellent. That makes for a really cool conversation. Oof. The interesting thing is I know most of the people on the FACPROV and the FPROV team, and they know me back. How interesting is that?
This goes to show that how well they're developed into community and how well they manage situations like one of their own members coming here and posting gifs that have the N word and the F slur related to them and just posting it. That's it. Nothing else.
This is
also Aizen, I've sent you 2 more things which I forgot to send earlier. This was basically just some messages between Vintage and me with nothing really that bad, but it shows that he's, how do I say this, corrupted, and so...
Well, it shows toxicity for first. Good lord. So what's happening with Vintage right now? Where's this person?
So what Vintage actually did that when there was news that ownership was passed to Zerg, like Scrub passed ownership of this server to Zerg. So he literally did it 3 hours ago. When that happened, Vintage on the copy of the Dauntless server announced that, yeah, let's join the main server back. Now he comes back and says that, yo guys, C5's here. He's like the best option for C5, which is the owner of the leader of the faction. He's just saying all this like he can fix all the issues, all the shit that has been done, but he knew every single thing that was happening at the behind the back. Like I already told you, he had a GC at the when the doc was being made, in which every single one was in the GC at that time in the creation of the document against Scrub. He says that he has nothing to do in it, but he knew every single thing and he had the chance to stop all of this. There's video recording of it as well as I've said it to you. Right now he's just lying dormant, but he will try to get command corp roles and privileges as soon as possible from what we know of him.
I'd love to see this list. That's what piques my interest the most right now.
I've given that list to you in the GC that we have made. I'll send it to you again.
Oh, wait.
Yes, there's even recording of the chats they had on the GC. Rolling Blunt.
Wait, you sent it to me when?
In the GC.
Oh.
Yes, there's every single thing in the GC, like people who were in the GC.
That's the list that you're talking about. Oof.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
With Vintage is the owner.
Oh lord. Okay, this is.
You can see that this is pretty fucked up, so yeah. Oh shit, glass.
Well, I see the list and... Oh lord. Oh no.
This goes to show that there is more into this than they're just showing. They're just showing that they're the right guys, but when we dig up, there is actual more shit on them.
Yep.
Yeah,
so basically,
yes.
They are kind of presenting themselves like the angels, where they're actually the devils themselves. To put it simple.
Well, this is going to take a major chunk of my life away from me. But still.
Quick question: Who's the current owner of this server? Who's the owner of the server?
Xerxio has ownership of this server.
Shit. Because if someone else had the owner, then we could do something about it. But since he's the owner, we can't do dog shit.
And he is active as of now. As of now, he's
active. If that activity changes, you let me know, okay?
Sure, but I highly doubt Zerx will just go inactive and do something like this. He will like have a plan already.
Well, you never know. who knows? It might have a different reaction for him, and
Yeah.
he might take it as a, well, what's the term? As a shock, because now everything's focused upon him. He has to carry over the burden of fixing the faction. He has to take over quite a lot of workload from the builders, are the RG devs,
And the previous members.
and the previous administration as well. Yes. So, I'm not sure how this would go, ahead. And if you want me to do a story on this as well, I would be happy to do it. Okay, that's done. All questions answered for. Just for the sake of the recording, could you all introduce yourselves from the top to bottom? Just in a line, please.
AC stands for Admin Creeps. I've been part of this faction for, I'd say, well, since last summer, so roughly a year or something, if not more. I've seen the change in command since Dudis was here as the faction owner, and I've familiarized myself with quite a lot of individuals that work here on a daily basis, and I would, you know, that is pretty much it that I have to say. Oh yeah, my bad. Just I specialize oftentimes in aviation here, so I just do Valkyrie and stuff like that. So yeah,
All right.
that's pretty much for me.
Excellent.
I am Moreno. I'm El Zero. I've been here for 1 month, and in that 1 month, I've seen Cecilia turn this faction in from something that was once great into shit, as I've been there
Mhm.
before.
And I believe it must be really traumatizing for you to actually see this stuff happen. I mean, you're someone who had expectations of becoming something better in this faction. You joined it for its community vibe, right?
I joined it because, first of all, I saw it had a lot of members, so I was hoping that there was actually a reason for why it had that many members. And a good community, good ranking structure, just overall a good leadership. But I was proved wrong pretty hard.
Well, the new leader will have to take care of handling the PR issue as well, public relations and well, the feedback from the community as well. And well, I'd say just a moment. Is this the actual person who owns VRM5, Spartan?
No, that's not.
Okay,
That's someone
okay.
else.
Just making
Who?
sure. Just making
Who?
sure.
That's someone else. So
Okay, that actually made me panic for a.
Who? Who did you think owns Platinum 5?
Well,
just look.
it's
It's look in
Nar, and
DMs.
I didn't read the username. It's actually Administer Son
Oh,
Garn, but yeah,
bro, what the fuck?
that actually made me a bit uncomfy there for a
Worried.
moment.
That is mental, bro.
It's a bit concerning.
This goes to show how well mature FACPROV is.
Well, I'll take up these concerns to them, and
I thought you were
rather,
gonna get everyone to introduce themselves or something.
I will, and I'm waiting for people to introduce themselves. As I
Alright,
said,
it's your turn.
the people who are
Just,
muted, they can skip because I'm pretty sure they'd rather not want themselves to be revealed in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, if you want me to introduce myself, just tell me, because right now I'm still playing Rainbow Six while we are talking. But
You know what?
just quick
Excellent.
matches.
That's the spirit. That's the type of people we need here.
What?
So you wanna play Arctic
Someone
later?
who's being indifferent to the entire situation. You know what? I envy you. You're being involved in something else, something that actually matters to you, and I'm here just doing God
Thank you.
knows what things. But thank you.
Should I start or?
Sure, go
So-
ahead.
Okay. So I've joined in late February of this year, 23. And during my time here, I've basically rushed through the ranks, and very quickly I've gotten into the NCO corps to actually host events. And I actually tried to bring some good changes to Dauntless, as I soon came to realize after I've become an NCO, sorry. I soon realized that there were some problems within internal affairs as well as other problems, which were mostly internal but also related to other factions. So I tried fixing them, and I tried getting into the higher ranks to have the permission to fix them. I've actually managed to put some systems into change, like for example the instructor systems, which I revamped. So we had the instructor system in place when I joined, but nobody, like really, literally nobody was doing that. Nobody was hosting basic trainings for the zeros and stuff like that. So at that point, I was the NCO who mostly did the BTs, like me and another friend, Likey. We both were the two guys who mainly hosted BTs. And in the end, after I've gotten into the higher ranks of the NCO corps, I actually started revamping stuff. I was able to revamp the instructor system because of my clearance level being high enough, stuff like that. And in the end, I brought change to that system, as well as to some changes within command corps. I've tried getting into command corps myself, but at some point I just left Dauntless because Dauntless has taken a toll on my mental as well as physical health. And due to that, I decided to take a time out from Dauntless just to recover for my mental sake and also my physical health to just get a little bit better again. And now I've come back a few days ago to see what's been up in here, and I come back to see this shit show going on, honestly. So yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. It happens. It happens, okay? Admins?
Yeah, my bad. My turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so hello, I'm Markin. I'm a C, I'm a N1 now. I used to be an N rank for a little while back in like a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
but I retired. Then I decided to come back, and then I decided to leave for a couple minutes, aka uh, it extended to a couple months,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here today. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Sorry, I'm in the
Next.
middle of a game, so I'm
It's
also.
fine. It's fine. I understand. Spartan.
Yep. So I'm Spartan. I'm currently the C1 of Dauntless, aka the second in command. I've been in this faction ever since October 2021 and have seen most of the shit that's happened in this faction. During when I joined, the faction was at its like peak. But ever since like after March 2022, the stuff inside of Dauntless wasn't that good. Highcom at that time weren't taking like the best of the decisions, and mostly some people in Highcom at that time were like doing some good job, like Arkin and Judas, like an aspect. They were the only one who were doing like at least something good for the faction, while others used to abuse their power a lot. I've seen the worst and the best of this faction at any time, and I'm thinking of like leaving the faction as well. And then soon the situation really goes down deep, and it's not recoverable from the current state that has been put to it by foreign parties. So yeah.
All right. Thank you all for assisting me in gathering everything that has happened and forming a recollection and compilation of this information. My name is Aizen. For my interview, I am the law enforcement liaison for IASO's Asia branch, and that's all. Thank you all. This interview is now ended.